Good morning, guys. Good morning. Happy Saturday. What is happening? Hello, hello. Coffee's good. Everything checking out so far. 8 a.m. Eastern. Saturday morning, staring at the pond. A different backdrop today. The actual backdrop today. I think Roy called me out a few days ago. So I had to get a few things hung up back there. Maybe a mural painting of the OG. Good morning, guys. What is happening? Pop on here and break the tape. Who's going to be the first to comment? Say hello. There he is, Michael Moeller. A couple days in a row in early. Good to see you, my friend. What's happening? How was your week? How are things? There's Tim Kasperzak. Yeah, we got the Midwest covered. We got the East Coast covered. Morning, Pops. How are you? Hit some coffee. Made a pot of coffee this morning. Usually I hit the K cups, but we have guests. Dave and Danielle got here Dave got here Thursday. Danielle got here yesterday. So, yeah. Made a big dinner last night. A big long day yesterday. Drove downstate, down to where we used to live and closed on the condo. Everything went well there. And, man, we had to hit the storage unit. Stopped and saw Jimmy, who's hanging in there. Saw my folks. What else we do? Got some lunch. Picked up the hounds at the spa, otherwise known as Rick and Sherry's. And they're feeling their way around here. Tuck isn't sure what's going on. He's like, get me out of here. I want to go home. Aaron Callie, good to see you. Catherine Thomas, top of the morning to you as well. Dave Howard, good to see you guys. I think we might do a little ice fishing today. Yeah, it's kind of overcast, but it's going to be warm. Currently, since how Ben Bryant isn't here for the daily weather, 28 degrees here in Benedicta, Maine. I love that when I'm on the phone now, giving people my new address. They're like, can you spell that? Almost have the zip code memorized. I had to talk to some guy from India the other day just to get my electricity shut off. That's cool. Yeah, it's the world we live in. Crazy stuff going on. I've got the news on. So, yeah, good day to be grateful we live in the great country of the USA. So, sunny and 75 here in Tennessee. Love to see it. Yeah. You got to get Bubba on here. Not sure if he's in Florida or Memphis or wherever he is. So, hope you guys are all doing well this morning. Yeah. Pop in the chat how you doing on a scale of 1 to 10 or what you're up to today. Your little corner of the world. Yeah. Josh Baker. There you go, buddy. Good to see you. Am I going to see you in Oklahoma in a couple of weeks? I'll be in Shawnee with Bubba Hogan. There he is. USA, baby. Yeah. Good morning, Rachel. How are you? Good Saturday morning to you. On the 12th. Yeah. Expo's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Been working on my talks. Got 4 of them. Trying to build out 4 different presentations at the same time. Wow. Yeah. Good deal, Josh. That would be awesome. Yeah, I love it. Dave, I'm up to 5'6". Come on, man. That's on a good day. I've seen you. I sometimes wear what I call my big deal boots. They give me another 2 1/4 inches. Puts me up to almost 5'10". Shoot. I brought them with me. Hot yoga class for the first time this morning. Rachel, I've done that. I know that might come as a shock to you, but I've done hot yoga or attempted it. And it's pretty good. I left saying, well, you know what? If I did nothing else other than lay there for an hour and a half on the mat and just chill, not chill, but sweat, I probably would come out in a better place. So taking a little time to do that kind of stuff isn't a bad thing. So good luck with that. Let us know how it goes. 8.5 today. Dave Howard, didn't realize you were that much taller than Bo. Brian Brown tentative book signing. Ryan, I got to get those medals hung up back here so you feel better. I know it's bothering you. They're not hanging. Shoot. Hope your trip was good. Yeah. So anyway, I says to him, hey guy, who we got on Instagram here? Yeah, there's Megan. How are you, kid? Good to see you. Megan from Houston. Yeah. So I know I don't even feel right, Ryan. Got my High Pine custom apparel shirt on today. We did. We stopped into High Pine yesterday and picked up some shirts. So those guys got it going on. So my dubious assistant has not engaged in the putting in of the links yet. So I think I wore her out yesterday. We are 12 hours and 15 minutes down and back. 6 hours of that was driving. We made the most of it. So anyway, we walked out of the closing. I said, well, we're homeless. I got you to quit your job, sell your condo. Now I'm going to drag you up into the northern part of Maine and isolate you. She don't know what's going on. No, I'm just kidding. We have a good time. So anyway, spent about 10 days talking about that period in that middle of the mountain, right? Kind of continuing with that mountain theme. I kind of like it. It's got a nice ring to it. Has a good feedback. And yesterday I talked about climbing your own mountain, all right? And doing your own thing, okay? And what we're after here is helping you out here on the live 365 with world domination is right, Rachel. Watch out. It's coming. Live 365. I mean, I started this to just kind of model some daily discipline, consistency, ownership, all of that. Daily climb, if you will, right? In this series, this is day 2. This is about climbing your own mountain, not grinding someone else's vision, right? Not outsourcing belief, okay? Choosing, building, and claiming, okay? So let's go with that here and see how that looks on you guys for a little bit, okay? I asked you yesterday what mountain you were climbing, and of course it was like figurative. And who was I talking to the other day that spoke in a lot of analogies? Shoot, can't remember, but I will remember. Other than me, I guess. I'm going to ask you something harder today. Where have you given away authority? Okay, where have you given away authority? And I'm not talking about delegation. Look at Wendy; she's doing the links. Watch out. Okay, be quiet. Don't scare her away. I'm not talking about delegation. I'm talking about decision-making authority, your own. Okay. Direction setting authority. Like, where are you playing small, either at work or at home? Most leaders don't lose power overnight. They surrender it in pieces. It's death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing, where all of a sudden you just kind of lose that autonomy. You lose that desire to lead when you're not climbing the right mountain, frankly. Okay. No one walks into your life and says, hand me your mission, your vision. Sorry. You just gradually hand it out over time. You wait for approval, right? Well, let me check on that. See if we can do that. You soften your opinion. You don't take a stand on anything. You don't speak to the friction. You don't talk about the elephant in the room. You say things like, well, Arnold, what do you think we should do? Yeah, check out Casper Screens and the WGE. But collaboration's powerful, guys, right? But collaboration with sovereignty becomes dependence, okay? without sovereignty becomes dependent. So stay with me here. Dependence breeds resentment. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not the boss around here. I don't know. Check with Johnny. Okay, and there's some hidden places where you've probably given it away. Okay, let's get a little more specific. You've probably given away authority if you hesitate to make a call without checking in. Right? Who's done that? Sure, I've done that. You filter ideas to avoid pushback. Well, how can I soften that up a little bit? How can I make that work for everybody? When you know that this one path is the right way. Okay? And maybe you delay action waiting for someone else's authority, right? Well, if it's the wrong thing, then, it'll be Frank's fault, right? Right? Well, you blame constraints instead of owning choice. Well, I don't know if we have the time for that. We should have got going on that sooner. Whatever. You can a number of different ways where you can kind of take an exit, right? That last one's big though. The constraints are real, but the ownership still exists inside of them. Okay, like I guess what I'm trying to say is, step up to the plate, own your decision, and move forward. Okay, don't wait for someone else. Sovereign leaders decide, even if it's hard, right? Not everybody's going to like your decision. Authority isn't loud. It's not ego. That's right, Rachel. Speak the truth. Yeah. Relief and freedom after, for sure. You always feel better, right, when you speak your truth. It's not ego. It's not dominance. It's not clarity. Have you ever heard somebody say, "Well, that guy's got a lot of ego. That she's a pain in the ass." Well, maybe they're just trying to lead. Okay, it's clarity. Okay, it's saying this is the direction, and just owning the outcome. Hey, if it's wrong, we'll fix it. So even if it fails, you're owning the outcome because here's the truth. Failure on your own mountain builds strength. Okay, success on someone else's just builds doubt. Good morning from Natchez. Good to see you, Elizabeth. How are you? Coffee's good today. Whoops. Now, let me press you guys a little bit. If you feel stuck right now, okay, are you actually stuck? Or are you waiting for someone else to validate a move you already know you need to make? Bam. Are you waiting for someone else to validate a move you already know you need to make? That's not strategy, guys. That's not growth. It's just hesitation designed as collaboration. You might be hiding. Leaders feel the cost of that, just quietly. It's nothing that pops right up. Okay? Here's a little sovereignty thread for you. Okay? There's a different energy when you decide, I own the direction. Thanks, Dave. No diluted messaging, no blended identity, no waiting for consensus. What do you guys think? What's everybody think? Somebody has to lead. Full ownership, full responsibility, full autonomy. It's heavier, but it's cleaner. And clean energy builds faster. Somebody has to step up and lead. Why not you? So today's assignment, class, is this. Write down where you're waiting for approval. Where are you currently waiting for approval? Got excited. My voice almost cracked there. Where are you softening your conviction? Where are you just going, I don't want to piss anybody off. Where do I already know the answer, but I haven't acted? I know the way to go. Let's just go. One of my favorite subcontractors ever was a guy named Bruce Violet. He and his son Spencer. I would show up to the job site and Bruce would say, yeah, we changed this roof line here to match that because on the plans it didn't match up. And so he'd just look at me like, yeah, I did that. And I'm like, perfect. He led. He took initiative. He did what he needed to do. Okay. And he owned it. Okay. I don't think there was ever a time where we had to undo anything. Okay. So where do you already know the answer, but you haven't acted? Where you're waiting for somebody else to validate? Okay. What decision have I delayed that just needs to be made? Pick one. Make it today. Not dramatic, not reckless, just decisive. Make a decision. Sovereignty is built through decisions. All right. Cracking the whip today. Class. Little Mrs. Knox in 8th grade. She come in, slam the door. Turn around, put your feet on the floor. We have a lot of work. Face to front, we have a lot of work to do today. Every single day, all year long. Turn around, put your feet on the floor. Face forward, we have a lot of work to do today. Right. Yeah. Michael says, I struggle with this. Also had a conversation with Gabe yesterday about his autonomy. It went very well. That's good. Yeah, I see Gabe out there. He's been commenting on posts and things, so that's great. Yeah. How could you upset anyone, Bubba? Yeah, own it, guys. Make one decision, right? That's today's challenge. Make one decision, own it. If it doesn't, if you don't own it, it's going to own you. Okay. Don't use any blame language. Well, they said. Just simply, I decided we're doing this. I used to joke around and wake up on a Saturday. What's going on? Nothing. Let's break something so we can fix it. That's something to do, right? Let's create a direction here. Okay. You don't reclaim your mountain by climbing harder. You reclaim it by deciding. Authority isn't something you demand. It's something you stop surrendering. So today, where have you given it away? And are you ready to take it back? Okay. This is day 2 of climbing your own mountain. We're just getting started, guys. And we're not just climbing, we're claiming. All right. Not deciding is also a decision. Yes, like that. Good morning, Jess Novak. Good to see you. Yeah, we talked about where we're losing authority today, Jess. And climbing our own mountain, doing our thing. All right. Just stepping into what you need to do. I decided we're going to breakfast when you get done yapping. Oh, man, these guys are great. How come you slept downstairs last night? It's cold down there. We played some darts last night. I haven't played darts in years. And Wendy was funny. She hadn't played darts in ever, maybe. Only a couple holes in the drywall. We'll get those fixed, Dave. But we played Around the World. We played 501. 301. We didn't play any cricket, but it was funny. We had a rare. Wendy and I had a rare chance to win. I had to double out on a 16, and I hit 2, 1 above, 1 below. I looked at him. I said, "Money," and I drilled it for a double. Babe Ruth called the shot. That was the highlight of my night. Yeah, breakfast sounds good. Yeah. So I guess Wendy, we're headed to breakfast. So. And they know how to do some breakfast up here in northern Maine. So, yeah, we'll get on the other side of that. We're going to come back and figure out, get into Dave's shed and see what he's got for ice fishing gear. Wendy brought her own traps. Guys, if you ever meet a girl with her own ice fishing traps, marry her. They are pink, though. So we're going to have fun today. It's going to be warm, 28 or so right now. Going to get up to 40, I guess. We'll have some fun out on the ice. I hope you guys have a great day. Do your thing. Decide, right? Don't just kind of vacillate in indecision, right? Make a decision. I always credit Chris Ty with this because I heard him say it on a podcast. It's easier to correct something that's in motion than it is to get something going, okay? To get something in motion, all right? So correct something that's in motion, guys. She's for sure a keeper. Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, Dave, always good to see you. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we're going to keep the dream alive here this weekend. Keep pushing. Got a lot going on next week. And yeah, I mean, condos closed. We live here now, which I want to just say thanks to my brother Dave for hosting us while we figure out the final destination. I guess that sounds morbid. Where do we want to be? We're looking for a view of the mountain being Katahdin here in Maine, and Bubba's been on that mountain. When you don't know what to do, do something. Yeah. So we're looking for a view of the mountain. If not, someplace with a little space, little elbow room, let the dogs out. You know what's nice? I haven't heard the dogs bark once. And they were literally a Ring camera chime away from lighting you up every 2 seconds. So, yeah. You ever know what it's like? Totally quiet, and then all of a sudden the dog just that kind of stuff. So they've been quiet. Tuck's walking around going, what is going on here? I don't know where I am anymore, and where's my stuff? So we'll get him acclimated, get them out. They're going to eat some exercise today. So we're going to have a good day. I hope you guys do as well. Bubba, good to see you, brother. Talk soon. And guys, make a decision. Move forward. Climb your own mountain. Do your thing. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Wendy, thanks for putting the links. And Dave, you're buying. Later.